Your thoughts on the overall thing they're doing?
You know, I think this is a product of the inefficiency from the starting rotation and starting pitching in general from the Dodgers. And I don't think any other team besides the Dodgers could survive and do this. If you go back to 2024 and you look at innings per start from all the teams that went to the playoffs, first of all, the top 10 teams in innings per start, 8 of them went to the playoffs. The only other 2 are the Cardinals, Mariners. Now, the Dodgers are able to because of the depth. I know they've had a lot of injuries, but you cannot go 17 pitches per inning like they are and have the success if you're not the Dodgers. You look at some of the other teams that are at that 17 pitch per inning mark. It's the Marlins, the Athletics, the Rockies.
Okay, the bad teams.
The bad teams.
Yeah.
So the Dodgers are the only team
and the best
that really survive when it comes to this.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I think looking at, okay, I get it. Save your bullpen. The win probability was 98% for the Padres.
Yeah.
I just don't see this in 162 games. Playoffs, sure, it's more tournament style.
They just did it.
I know.
Every series, every level of every series. All right, Tom, I didn't get your take on this. Kike Hernandez, 2 1/3. I want your reaction, because that was the reaction to me. I'm like, all right, Kike threw, so what? 2 1/3. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't love it. I hate it when basically teams stop trying. Major League Baseball is about competition. You've stopped competing when you put a pitcher on the mound. I thought about the idea of a mercy rule in baseball. I can't go that far because if you bought a ticket for the ball game,
you can't stop.
You can't tell people to go home. Right. So this is what we have. So it's like an ugly necessity, if you will. I understand what they're doing. It's the right, quote unquote, right thing to do, but I hate watching it. Especially now, the pitchers the position players, they're not even trying really.
I always defend the position. I like it. It's inventive. It's fun for an inning. Yeah. Right? So what would the rule change be? We have to think about that. Like, if you're Major League Baseball, would you change it to be like you can only do it in the 9th inning or you can only do it in the 8th inning?
No,
or do you need to be
fewer rules,
more?
the better for me. Let's remember why the Dodgers are in this situation. And Ryan, I think you make a good point here. Only a team with this kind of resource really can use this model successfully. If it is a model, look at the Dodger injuries. They're paying more money to pitchers who can't pitch for them than pitchers who can pitch for them.
This is every year. It's the #1 payroll, and it's every year. So it's by design.
Yes. Hey, last year, if Walker Buehler doesn't pitch a clean inning, Kike Hernandez is pitching a World Series game in a tie at Yankee Stadium. They had literally run out of pitches.
Yeah.
Pitchers, the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So they can't keep their guys healthy. I want to see them commit a little bit more. I see Kasparius now is going to stay in the rotation. Please leave him there. Can we just leave guys in rotation and stop moving them back and forth?
Talk about this. There's no starters anymore. And it was the Brewers that coined this phrase. It wasn't me. Outgetters.
Yeah, Craig.
They had the initial outgetter, and then they have outgetters. Speaking of the Cubs, Council's there right now. We had Jed Hoyer on the program yesterday, and give this some thought. He talked about the differences between baseball right now and baseball way back when they won a World Series championship, which was only 2016.
2016. I mean, we really just. It was Arrieta, Lester, Hendricks, Lackey, Hamill, and those guys were getting into the 7th and 8th inning pretty much every game. And so it felt like you only had to use 2 or 3 relievers in winning games. The game is so different now. You know, you've got to save your guys for winning games. And you know, sometimes you're trying to win that game. But sometimes, like Dave did last night, you're looking at the length of the season or the rest of the series. And so now those are decisions we have to make more now than we ever had to make before.
Tom, think about that. That's 2016. That's a bygone era. Even that he's described, we had Lester, we had all these guys. Yeah, man, that's not how the game is being done right now.
Yeah, it wasn't old Haas Rodborn. It was John Lester and Jake Arrieta and those guys. So, yeah, the game has changed quickly. It's changed because, let's face it, pitchers now are throwing harder than ever. Everybody's chasing velocity. We just saw Jackson Jobe go down with it. It's not a surprise. All these guys get into the big leagues at 21, 22, throwing 99 miles an hour. It's not sustainable from a health standpoint. So you need this huge inventory of pitchers. And we're finding them and developing them. All these bullpens have guys coming out throwing 99 miles an hour, right?
With great numbers.
I wanted to point out something, by the way. Matt Sauer was the pitcher. You mentioned Honeywell picking up those innings. It's huge. You always need someone to kind of wear it, right?
Right.
And Matt Sauer threw, 111 pitches out of the bullpen in that game?
Yeah.
I mean, the Dodgers, since we kept track of pitches, have not had a pitcher come out of the bullpen and throw that many pitches, other than Tom Candiotti, a knuckleball pitcher.
Right, wow.
This is more than a century, and they're asking this guy out of the bullpen to throw 111 pitches. We got to look at that side of it as well.
Someone has to absorb the beating.
And I think, too, and Tom makes a really good point in regards to getting deeper in the game. It's really not incentivized as much either. He's talking about 2016 where you had guys, when you're talking about innings per start. But you go back to, the free agent class last year, you had Max Fried, Corbin Burns were the only two guys out of some of those substantial free agents were just over 6+ innings per start. So really, when you look at it and go, well, is it incentivized to say, hey, this guy is a workhorse, he gets deep in the game? It's really not now.
Right.
I mean, Blake Snell couldn't even crack 5 innings.